Don't touch mine.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Joe, and today I'm going to talk about what I think about the new Toyota Supra. It's going to be a lot of negatives in this video, not many positives. Maybe I'll make another video about what I do like about the Supra, but it will probably be contradicting to what I'm going to say now because I really don't like the car. Starting off with the first thing I dislike about the new Supra, it's going to be the price. I know you're going to say, but why? It's $50,000. They could have made it like the NSX where it's going to be $130,000, $140,000, $170,000. But hear me out. The base price $50,000, $51,000. Premium price is going to be about $55,000. And then there's going to be the launch edition, which is going to be about $56,000. Given the $56,000, that's only going to be limited to the first 1,500 of these cars. So not really going to talk about that because it doesn't really matter. Only 1,500. But the price for $50,000, $55,000, I think you can get a lot more bang for your buck. I'm not going to go into specifics right now because I will do that going forward in this video, but I think you can go get a Corvette or you can get an MK4 Supra that really, as of right now, has a lot more potential for the same price. And if you're an enthusiast, which you likely are, who's looking at the Supra, from the looks of it right now, the MK4 would be the better choice for your money. So, first thing I dislike is the price. Second thing I dislike is the design. There's just too much going on in this car for me. You look at the back of it, it's just confused. It looks like I don't even know what's going on. It's stretched out lights, it kind of stretched out Supra tail lights with a Z4 rear end, with a ton of body lines just going every which way. It just doesn't do it for me. The front end looks very stretched out. It looks like it wants to be a Supra. It's trying to be a Supra, but it's just not quite there. The design of this car really is not doing it for me. There's just way too much going on. Lines going every which way. I don't know what is utilized on that car. What if there's fake vents, real vents? We'll find out. It's just not doing it for me, the design of this car. So that's the second thing I dislike, the design. The third thing I dislike is the motor. I think they really strayed away from what they real original tuner Supra was. A 2JZ. I know they say the N54 BMW engine is like the modern day 2JZ, but nothing really quite lives up to that expectation, to what that engine is known for. Its ability to make power. The N54 also has a reputation for being very unreliable. Those cars are known to not be reliable. And a lot of people looking at the Supra now are going to say it comes with a 3.0 inline 6 with the twin scroll turbos. Is it going to be like the N54? Is it not going to be reliable? Because essentially this car is a BMW with a Toyota name on it. So I just think they strayed way too far away from what the original, not the original, but what the MK4 Supra was. A 2JZ, powerhouse, amazing car, and now they kind of just, it's a BMW. It's I guess not even a glorified BMW. I'm just very curious to see what they can do with this engine. It is direct injected, so it will be a torque monster. I have a direct injected car. They're known to make insane amounts of torque. So we know that's going to happen. There's going to be no worries about there being aftermarket support for this engine. It will come. There will be. Just a matter of, will it be what the MK4 was? And I highly doubt it. Possible, highly improbable. So then the fourth thing that I dislike about this car is kind of something that probably everybody dislikes about this car. The transmission. It only comes in automatic. This is another thing that really strayed away from what the original Supra was known for. People love banging gears. People love having a manual sports car. And whenever they say manuals are dying, this was Toyota's chance to make a statement and say, no, they aren't dying. We have a advanced technology, nice Supra that's coming out now. And they just didn't quite do that with this car. It's just an 8-speed automatic transmission. I'm not one to say that I'll only drive in manual. It has to be manual, no automatics, because technology, like I said, is advancing. The automatic transmissions are becoming more and more popular as well as impressive. Will it be an impressive transmission? I'm sure. BMW transmissions are known for how quick they shift. So, but it's just not what people were looking for, in my opinion. People wanted the opportunity to bang gears, drive a Supra, a modern day Supra, and they just can't do that with this car. So I think the market that should have been targeted wasn't targeted. But we will see. I'm sure some the technicians and the engineers and all them designers, they did say that they're not going to rule out that it won't come in a manual in the coming years. So we'll see in 2021, 2022 if they do offer a manual 6-speed transmission Supra. I highly doubt it's going to happen, but if they hear the critics, it will happen. And I'm sure there's going to be some people out there who start making manual transmissions for this car, but we'll see. Number 5. This is one thing I really stand by, and you might disagree with me, but fifth thing I dislike about this is the name of the car. Hear me out here. It is a Supra, but it's not actually a Supra. They're using the Supra name to draw in a crowd, to draw in all the tuners, to draw in all the automotive enthusiasts, to come and look at the car. And it's essentially a Toyota with everything BMW. So it's a BMW with a Toyota name on it. It's not a Supra. A Supra has a 2JZ engine in it. Well, they did come NA, but a Supra is known for having a 2JZ engine, ton of power. It's just a very car that you can really modify, and that's not what this car is. They put too much into the interior of this car, too many gits and gadgets, leather seats, heated, cooled seats, the exterior of it. It's not a Supra. People who really want to buy this car for the speed, to say it's a Supra, they don't want all that. In my opinion, they don't want all those accessories, all that stuff. They want a fast, nice, reliable car, reliable engine. And they just went the complete opposite way with this car, I think. So the sixth thing that I dislike about this car is the power. 335 horsepower. Okay, it may be it's more than most cars have nowadays, but it's also a lot less than most sports cars have nowadays. 335 horsepower does not get you very far on the streets or on the drag strip nowadays at all. It's just, you could, if you're spending $55,000, you can go buy a Corvette, a used GTR, an MK4. You could turbo an RX-7. You could do so many. Well, RX-7 wouldn't be much faster, but you could get so much more bang for your buck over that 335 horsepower that it comes with. Yeah, that tuning support, aftermarket support is going to be very good for this car, but at that point, you're going to be how far deep? You're going to be $65,000, $70,000 deep into the car. These prices are before dealer markup. There's going to be plenty of markup on these cars, so that $51,000 car will probably be $61,000, $65,000. You will be $80,000 deep by the time you have a semi-fast car on the street. So, is this car, if you're really buying a car to go fast, are you buying this car because it has the name Supra? Or are you buying this car to actually go fast? Because if you're buying it to go fast, this probably isn't the best option. You could go and buy a ZL1. You could go and buy a GT350. You can go and buy so many other cars that are faster and just makes more sense to buy. But it's all up to the consumer. It's up to what they like. I don't think the target market was hit with this release of this car, but I'm sure they'll make the changes that they need to make it a car that everybody wants going forward. They'll hear the criticism and they will make those changes. But as of now, I think a lot of the automotive community really isn't liking this. A lot of people are going to buy the car, but I don't think the people who wanted this car, the people who were really looking forward to this, are going to be the people who buy this car. They just waited way too long to remake this car. They should have kept it going. Not even every year. Every 5 years they could have refreshed it and just kept it going. Slight changes every year and kept it like that, but they didn't do that. Just kind of how they did it with the NSX. The NSX, that's a whole different breed though. That's a beautiful car. Extremely appealing car. So that's not even in the same class as this Supra right here. But this is my opinions, guys. I know not everyone's going to agree with them, but That's what I think. I haven't done extensive research so far. Maybe going forward I'll do a real deep dive into this and what I think about it, but this is just my first glance thoughts. I read it. This is what I really think at first. So, if you liked the video, guys, leave it a thumbs up. If you disagree with me, let me know down in the comment section. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like car content, there will be more to come. The season's starting in Florida. More events coming up soon. All the way up until April, there's a lot more events than there has been. So the car content will be increasing. The sports season is kind of done for now. So, if you like the content, please subscribe. Stay tuned for more car content. But once again, thanks for watching and take care.